Okay, welcome back. We are going to launch you in business. This is probably one of the most important videos of all the training is launching yourself in your business. So imagine if you owned a traditional business. Let's just say that you set up a flower shop in your downtown area. What are you going to do? You're going to put flyers out. You're going to have a grand opening. You're going to call the newspaper. You're going to ask the news to come so that you can inform people about the services that you offer and the products that you offer. That's the exact same with our Rodan & Fields business. It's very important that we get the word out there and officially launch ourselves, okay? Our data shows that those consultants who officially launch themselves make way more money and are way more successful than those that don't. Okay, so it's really important that you step into this and do this so that we can begin our Rodan & Fields journey, okay? All right, so don't worry. Your sponsor's going to do all the heavy lifting, okay? It's just your job to be coachable, okay? And I don't want you to get discouraged. Don't get discouraged if there's only a few people that buy. Don't get discouraged if there's many people that don't buy, okay? My first launch event, there were only a few people that bought, okay? And so you need to understand that you're planting seeds and it takes time, and you can't control people's timing on when they're going to purchase. It's just your job to share information and to be helpful. Okay, so go into this knowing that the goal is to share and not so much to sell, and that'll help take the pressure off of you. Okay, and also have fun. This is supposed to be fun. This is a fun business. Okay, so I've told you a little bit about why we're doing this, why it's so important. Let's talk about where we do this. Okay, so this is not a one-all and you're done. Okay, we are an event company. We're a people company. We're a people business. And it's important that we are consistently getting in front of people. As you go in your Rodan & Fields journey, I recommend you doing 2 events a month. People need to hear about it. They need somewhere to park so that you can share information with them, whether it's through team events that we offer or you personally doing events, okay? And so I am going to encourage you to pick 2 dates. If you have just purchased your kit, then you need to do your first launch event within your first week in business. And then I want you to pick date number 2 for the following month, okay? For your next event. So 2 dates on the calendar, one within the first week of you in business, and the second one for the following month, so that we're going to be successful this first month in your business, and we want to be successful next month too. Okay, so pick 2 dates. Now, where are you going to do this? So I'm going to give you some options to be able to choose from. If you want to be in person with people, magical things are going to happen, okay? Don't feel like you have to create this full buffet meal. Just a teeny tiny amount of food and drink, wine and cheese is all people need. And then the opportunity to learn more about the products. It's hands-on, it's touch and feel. Something magical happens. People purchase when you do in person. So that's one option. Your sponsor briefly talks about the basics of the products, maybe touches a little bit on the business, and then everybody has fun conversating, filling out the solution tool, and purchasing product. The other option is Facebook. So you have the option to be able to have your sponsor go live on your personal page. This is very effective. So what you would do is you would give your sponsor your login information. They would log in with your email and password, and then they would go live on your page. Remember, I told you they're doing all the heavy lifting. So you just sit back and relax, okay? This allows your whole audience to be able to learn about the product. While your sponsor's talking and engaging, you can comment on there. Hey, Sally, thanks for coming. Oh, I love Lash Boost. It's done this for my lashes. So you're commenting, engaging, you're following up with everyone that watched. The other thing you could do is you could create a Facebook group. So it's a private group where you put all of your people and you do exactly the same thing. In that group, you would have your sponsor share about the products and a little bit about the business. You could share before and after pictures. It is truly whatever you would want it to be, okay? The other options are on Instagram. You could do an Insta video. You and your sponsor could do an Insta video together, talking about the basics of the products, going over theirs, maybe some of the enhancement products. Or if you're bold and excited and new about this and feel brave, then you, as a newbie, do an Insta video yourself. You're going to get a ton of viewage from it, and a lot of people are going to be interested. Another option is Zoom. Many of us have become familiar with Zoom these days, and so it's an opportunity for everybody to be on live virtually. And so your sponsor could share in there about the products, a little bit about the business, and then people could ask questions. And also everybody is live together. There's a chat session if people don't feel like speaking up. So those are 4 ways that you can pick to launch your business. I would advise you, again, to pick 2 dates, one within the first week of joining, one next month, and then pick 2 events. That way you can kind of see, what does my audience want? Do they want to be in person? Do they want to be virtually? Do they want to be on a Zoom? Okay, so Insta videos, IGTV videos, Zoom, Facebook, either your sponsor going live on your page or in a private group, and then in person. 4 opportunities to choose from. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are very good days to do this. Been in the business 10 years. I've done launch events every night of the week. Those seem to be some of the most popular. Your sponsor is going to create the invitation. So as soon as you join, your sponsor's probably already got the invitation created once you've settled on dates. And your job is to personally invite at least 50 people. So you've been working on that list of 200, okay? Like I said in our first video. And so I want you to think of 50 people that you want to invite to these 2 events. No mass inviting. People want a personal invitation, and they're going to respond to a personal invitation. And by doing 2 events, what you're going to have someone say is, oh, I can't come, or I can't show up to this. If you're doing it virtually, then you can say no problem. You can go back and watch it. If you're doing it in person, you can say no problem. You can come to my event next month. So there's lots of options for them to be able to choose from. Okay. All right. Again, you're going to rely on your sponsor to be able to take the reins. This presentation, business presentation that they give to people, should only last about 20 minutes max, okay? We do not want to go into major detail about the products. We just want to hit the surface with sensitivity, sun damage, wrinkles, just the very basics. People, the before and after pictures are going to speak louder than any information that you give them about the product. That's what's going to intrigue them, okay? And then engaging with them, asking questions. So, you may have a girlfriend that says, oh, I'd love to come, but, I am just in love with my Clinique skincare. And you can say, you know what? That's great. I'm so glad that you have a system that you love, but we have all these other fun products like Lash Boost, and honestly, I would just love for you to come because I'd love for you to know what I'm doing. You may know someone that would be interested in this opportunity, or that the products could help, okay? So remember, we're going back to our goal is just to share. It's not to sell, and it's not so much about who you know, but who others know. That is really, really key, okay? So after the event is over, you are going to be following up with people who watched it, people who were interested in the product. So let's just say that you're doing a virtual event, and you've messaged all the people that watched it and just said something like this: hey, thank you so much for tuning in. It meant so much to me. I'm super excited about this. Was there anything that Liz said that intrigued you. And let's just say they message back and say, I'd love to know, what regimen is right for me. You would have them fill out the solution tool, okay? And then again, we are gonna put you back on your sponsor. We want your sponsor to do a lot of the heavy lifting. After they filled out the solution tool, you're gonna say, hey, I'm new and I want to make sure you get the best information. And so I'm going to connect you with Liz, my sponsor. And so what you would do is put them into a text message where all three are together, or a Facebook message. And you're just going to say, hey, Liz, Sally filled out the solution tool. It says that she's redefined. Can you share some pictures and a little bit more information with us? And what's going to happen there is I would take control. I would share before and after pictures. I would ask, pertinent questions, and you would be able to see how I walk someone through a sale, the questions that I ask, and how I close a sale. Okay. So again, it's really important that you rely on your sponsor because you're not a professional at this yet. Okay. You're on the job training, and it's really important you pull your sponsor back in. All right. When they're ready to purchase, when someone's ready to purchase, they're simply just going to go to your website. They're going to sign up to become a preferred customer, and it ships directly to their door. Okay. A little tip here. I would always recommend giveaways, some kind of giveaways, or some sort of prize for signing up as a preferred customer. And you have all of these samples that you've gotten in your kit. So you definitely want to do a giveaway, but you need to wait and do your giveaways a couple of days later after the event, especially if you're doing them virtually. If they're in person, obviously you can do them on the spot. But virtually, wait a couple of days for those people who weren't able to tune in live. And then you can do the giveaway. That way it gives more people the opportunity to be able to go back and watch the event. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and I can't wait to see all of your success with your launches.